There's a way to make money with AI right now that almost nobody is talking about. It's not some secret trick, it's just something that most people haven't connected the dots to yet. What I'm talking about is AI avatars. And once you start to understand how these avatars can actually monetize for you, it becomes one of the easiest things to get started with. So in this video, I'm showing you the products, the strategies, the frameworks, and what actually separates the pages that just get views compared to the ones that actually make money. The pages you see that look like this are not real people, these are simply monetization systems. I can almost guarantee you that the person behind this one avatar is running multiple different avatars in different spaces, which we're also going to be getting into it in this video. And almost every single one of these avatar pages have something to sell based on the problem that they talk about in their videos. So that's exactly what we're going to be covering within this entire framework that we're going to be going over with examples, how to actually convert better, different types of ways to actually monetize with some sort of digital product. But first, for all the beginners in here, what are actually AI avatars? This is as self-explanatory as it sounds. It's literally an AI generated person that presents content for you. So you make it with AI tools, but you never have to pick up a camera, you never have to record manually, you never have to show your face. And all you need to start is an idea, an avatar, which you would build with AI generation tools, which we're going to be going over in this video, and a problem to solve with a product to promote. That is the entire basic setup of what this actually is, and just some proof that it actually works. These are multiple of my students inside of Creator Labs Premium, and as you can see, these are mostly ebook sales, but we're going to be going over multiple different monetization directions that you can actually take within this whole AI avatar space. Because ebooks are not the only way you can make money, even though that's simply just the main way we monetize inside of Creator Labs. So don't just limit yourself to thinking you have to make money with ebooks just because that's what me and my students do. You can do ebooks, apps, courses, or even brand deals. Almost every single one of our students who has made good money selling ebooks have gotten opportunities to work for brands, because when you start to build an avatar page and you start to get that view momentum, you are going to get so many DMs from different brands asking you to come join them, stop promoting your ebook, but promote their product instead, and they'll give you commissions along with maybe a retainer if you're getting enough view flow. The pros for ebooks compared to that is that you actually own the product you're selling, you're not just getting commissions. And with brand deals, you can get let go at any point in time, unless obviously you're under some sort of contract that guarantees you a specific amount of time with the brand. But yeah, we're gonna be going over accounts that are selling ebooks, apps, courses, and brand deals. And so what better way to understand how they're actually doing this than to actually go over some manual examples. All of these accounts that we're gonna be going over are completely AI generated avatars. So we're gonna be going over the health one, love advice, fitness / looks maxing, which you guys have seen my own avatar that I made money doing that on, the self-worth niche, and the wisdom / inner peace niche. So let's look at the health one first.
This is sugar damage. This is sugar damage. This is sugar damage. And the best thing to fix sugar damage is not cutting carbs, not drinking more water, and it is definitely not willpower. Let me show you what actually works. In a glass of warm water, add turmeric, chopped ginger, a pinch of cayenne, a pinch of Himalayan salt, and squeeze in half a lemon. Drink it on an empty stomach every single morning. The turmeric kills the inflammation that sugar has been building in your gut for years. The ginger breaks down what has been sitting in there. The cayenne fires through whatever is left. And the salt rehydrates your gut lining so your body can absorb real nutrients again and stop screaming for sugar. The cravings quiet down. The brain fog clears. The belly that has been stuck for years finally starts to move. And you stop reaching for sugar every afternoon and every night because your body is not begging for it anymore. But buying all of this separately every week is expensive. Measuring it out every morning is annoying. And nobody actually sticks with it. You and I both know that. That is why I give my clients Joopy Hydration from Amazon. Same ingredients, right doses, plus digestive enzymes and electrolytes to repair the gut lining so your body absorbs real nutrients. 1 scoop in water every morning, 30 seconds, and you are done. My clients come back within weeks saying the same thing. The cravings stopped. The energy came back. They did not quit sugar. I put the link to the exact one I recommend in my bio. Or comment Joopy and I will send it straight to you.
As you can see, it's basically just an ad for the brand that they're promoting, which this is an example of an AI avatar that's on a brand deal. They most likely have a ManyChat automation setup, which just means every time somebody comments one of these words, Joopy, they automatically send them their affiliate link for the brand. This video got a few 100,000 views, and as you can see, over 8,000 comments asking for that Joopy product. So you can tell how effective this content actually is, while most of these people probably still know that this is an AI person. What honestly blows me away the most is that most people do realize that this is an AI person, but still regardless, Since he's actually providing so much value about how the product actually helps, people will still go out of their way to actually buy the product. It is 90% about the value and 10% about the visuals of the video for conversions. When it comes to going viral, it's like 50-50. You really want to focus on the script, but you also really want to focus on your visuals. But when it comes to conversions, it's all about the value. Just some more proof that this type of content actually works. You can see that this product that they're promoting has over 7,000 units sold in the past month. Obviously, we can see that that video most likely drove a ton of sales due to how many comments that they got asking for the product. But this is also just another sign that big brands actually want the promotion from these AI avatars. Now, this next example we're going to be looking at for the love advice niche is selling ebooks with multiple packages. So this is more of what my students and I have been doing. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you literally just read the bio without even looking at any of the content first, you can already sort of see the message that this guy is portraying to the ICP, which is their ideal customer profile. And you guys will very easily be able to pick up who he's actually targeting. And when you can understand exactly who the person is targeting in the videos, that's a sign that you're gonna convert well, because you're targeting a very specific ICP, which we're going to be getting into here very shortly. Let's take a look at one of these videos. This one got 200,000 views, so let's look at this one.
Never text a man who ignores you, because from a man's perspective, if he's not answering you, that is your answer. You don't need to double text him. You don't need to check if he's okay. You don't need to send another message just to remind him that you exist. That's not your job. And please stop making excuses for him. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he's just bad at texting. A man who genuinely wants you in his life will not repeatedly leave you wondering where you stand. He won't make you feel unwanted. He won't constantly make you question whether he still cares. And he certainly won't require you to chase him just to receive basic attention. Because the right relationship shouldn't have you staring at your phone, wondering what you did wrong. So please, stop texting the man who keeps ignoring you. Let the silence be his answer, and make room in your life for the man who won't make you beg for his attention. If you know a woman who needs to hear this, share it with her. And follow me for more advice about men, relationships, and knowing your worth.
What's funny is I know who the exact person running this page is, and it's not a woman, it's a guy. And he's doing an excellent job at this because he understands that targeting this type of ICP, women who want to reset, is one of the easiest markets to convert with. If you look at what Google says, when women are seeking a reset/hurting in this sort of demographic state, the conversion velocity is moderate to high. So impulsive buying is very, very common, along with obviously the outcome, which is dopamine seeking, identity transformation, and emotional validation. And we can literally look that he's doing an insanely good job doing this based off of this being the link in his bio. He knows exactly who he's targeting with these types of ebooks. High value woman, the woman who never chases, the reset. And as you can see, if we go down to the bottom, he has 3 different ebooks, basically 3 different packages ranging from $27 all the way to $46 per book, or per package, I'm sorry. He's basically combining the 2 books together or the 3 books together to make it a total package. But yeah, the point I'm trying to get here is you need to understand who you're targeting very specifically. He's targeting the woman who wants to never chase, the woman who wants to be a high value, that whole type of vibe. Now let's take a look at a fitness/looks maxing avatar that is marketing to an iOS app. This is one of the easier styles to blow up with, simply because it's just transition style content and you can just use motion control tools to do this. As you can see, he goes from overweight here saying 6 months only is what it took to get to this position now, which you guys saw he was just fit. And he is marketing this app right here. I'm guessing it's something to do with fitness. You obviously don't want your product and your marketing to not correlate together. You want them to be very in common with each other so that they can kind of piggyback off of each other. We look at this one right here that has 25,000 likes. He's not running a ManyChat funnel, which is obviously what you would probably want to do if you wanted to get more opt-ins for his actual app. But yeah, this marketing structure is one of the simpler ones on this list. So let's move on to the next one. Next, we're getting into the self-worth niche, and this girl is selling a course. This is extremely similar to the ICP that we were looking at on the love advice one right here, except this is a girl just sending the message. This is a content formula that works extremely well. As you can see, 3.7 million views here, 1.9 million views, 800K, and very, very consistent. And they just keep ripping this same exact podcast formula over and over and over. And they are selling an AI Creator Academy course, basically teaching you how to make your own AI avatar. So it's funny, it's an AI avatar teaching exactly how to make an AI avatar. So I mean, there really is so many ideas that you can sell some sort of course or ebook on. At the end of the day, I think that this person would be more profitable selling an ebook towards the ICP more, rather than people who just want to learn how to build an AI avatar. Because I think most of the girls seeing the content from this person is not really interested in making money from an AI avatar, but they're more interested into actually resetting. And lastly, one of my favorites is the wisdom/inner peace niche. This monk with 2.5 million followers is a perfect example of how to execute this niche. I know the person running this account as well. Another way that you can actually monetize off of big pages like this, if you end up growing a page big, like I'm talking 100K followers plus, you can end up selling that page to somebody. There are tons of buyers. I've gotten even a few buyers offer for my pages, not even at 10,000 followers, the fitness one that I did. Yeah, if you guys do your own research, the guy behind this page ended up exiting and selling this page to somebody else for 170K, which obviously you're only gonna be able to sell for that much if you have 2.5 million followers. But it's basically just like exiting a minor company. Because if you think about it, this entire page was his entire business. So once you end up growing to a certain amount, you are going to get some big offers. So it's really all up to you and what your lead flow currently looks like at that point in time. Let's scroll down to find one of the old videos that blew up way before he even bothered to sell this account. I'll put it up on the screen, but back when I saw one of the screenshots the owner put up, this guy had already made around like $200,000 to $300,000 in ebook revenue. And this screenshot was posted back in January. We're in like August now. So I would guess that this page has probably done around $500,000 to $600,000 in revenue just from selling the ebook that they're selling. So let's take a look at one of these deeper videos to see the ICP that they were directly targeting.
There will always be wars somewhere in the world, but the greater war is the one inside your chest. When conflict begins, most people run to the news. They refresh, they scroll, they absorb fear that does not belong to them, and slowly their nervous system forgets what peace feels like. Understand this. You are not weak for stepping away from the noise. You are not irresponsible for protecting your mind. The news profits from your fear. Peace requires discipline. If danger is not at your door right now, your duty is simple. Breathe, train your body, protect your family, guard your spirit. A mind in constant alarm cannot think clearly, and in uncertain times, clarity is power. Limit the noise. Stay informed, but do not stay immersed. The world may shake, but you do not have to. If you choose discipline over fear, comment peace below, and follow me if you want to build a mind that stays steady when the world is not.
Boom, so you can already tell the ICP that they're targeting. They have a ManyChat flow for the word peace. Comment the word peace and I'll send over my guide on how to find it basically. And if we look at the ebook that they're selling, it basically you can already see the ICP, which is another thing that you want to do with your storefront page. Everything within your videos and everything to where it comes to you actually selling your product, you want to have the ICP labeled all over it. So live a happier and calmer life in 30 days. Right now you can't sleep, your mind will not stop, you feel anxious for no reason, you eat when you're stressed, nothing feels fun anymore, all the way to the basic opposite. And now kind of like I already mentioned before, when it comes to converting, you really need to get specific with the ICP that you have and target somebody specifically. If you're targeting a broader audience, it's going to be harder to convert rather than if you're targeting a specific quality type of person. If you want to convert as best as you can, a good demographic to target would be the older demographic. Not only because they have more spending power, but they tend to sit through longer pieces of content more on average, so it makes it easier for you to pick up a higher watch time on your videos, which can ultimately help you get pushed out more with the algorithm. So pairing a clear ICP with the right pain point is actually what drives conversions. So the problem that you'd want to be solving in those videos would definitely have to be related to something that comes when you come older. So like joint problems, but you'd want to get more specific. If you niche down to joint problems, you want to find a sub niche within that you can actually target. You want to target a very specific group of people and charge a higher price. So like an ebook for this that I would charge around would be like $40 to $50. And then you can add multiple ebooks and multiple packages for those and charge upwards of $100 to $150. It all depends on how much you provide. Another example that I kind of already went over was this one with the woman who want to reset. Obviously, once you get to the stage of finding your ICP, making the content, actually figuring out what type of ebook you want to make, the next step would be actually making your store and your ebook, and obviously setting up your payments with all that. The way my students and I have been doing this is mainly with autodigital.io, which is a platform where we can literally make our ebook, make and hook our store up with that ebook, and then connect our Stripe to that store so we can actually get our payouts when somebody buys it. This is an example of one of the ebooks that I made inside of AutoDigital for one of my old avatars. And as you can see, this was the gut health niche. So basically an ebook on how to cleanse your gut as much as possible with simple recipes. You can edit anything you want within the ebook here. You can just scroll through. It's about 70 pages long for each ebook that you generate, but as you can see high quality images along with packed out information and value. And when it comes to making the ebook, all I did was I used the AI assisted and prompted it back and forth until I got the output that I actually wanted. Now, once you're past the ebook stage and you're making the content for your avatar, this is one of the frameworks we're going to be going over. There's a few different ones here which I'm going to explain to you in a minute, but we're also going to be going over an example formula that I already replicated. And I replicated one of the videos that we already watched from an account that we already went over. But just to give you some basic breakdown on how these frameworks work with producing the content, is you make the image, then you turn that image into a video, and then you can change the voice depending on if your voice was generated well or if it needs to be changed. You want to use Claude to help you with every single prompt that you're giving, because if you're manually prompting these AIs, like going to ChatGPT and asking it to make you an image of a dude who looks like X, it's going to give you a broader image rather than if you use Claude and told it specifically what you want and asked it to give you prompts to help get you that specific output, your output's going to get a lot better than if you manually just tell the AI what you want. So some of these frameworks is using those prompts to make a GPT image 2 image, turn that image into a video using Kling 3.0, and then after that, changing the voice of that Kling 3.0 clip with 11 Labs. Kling 3.0 basically comes out the exact same every single time you generate a video when it comes to the voice. The voice basically sounds the exact same from any different clip that you generate with Kling 3.0 because they use the same model every single time in Kling 3.0 for the voice. So changing that with another tool called 11 Labs is very essential for your content to be at the highest quality possible. And now you can do that same thing with GPT Image 2 to Cdance 2.5 or GPT Image 2 to Google Veo 3. Now I use GPT Image 2 mainly only for my images besides Nano Banana Pro, Dream. There's so many different image tools. I personally like GPT Image 2 the best because I think it's the most realistic as of right now. So one of the example frameworks that I did to replicate one of these videos I'm going to show you was I gave Claude my master prompt, which is what I was telling you guys about using Claude to make your prompts better so that you can get a better output compared to you manually trying to give it the prompts. So I got my GPT Image 2 prompt, turned that image into a video using Kling 3.0, changed the voice finally from that Kling 3.0 clip with 11 Labs. So let's take a look at the video that I wanted to replicate and then the video I made using this exact framework, and I'm also going to show you guys the master prompt after this. But this is the video that I wanted to replicate.
Lately, my prayer has been simple but real. God, push me, not gently but purposefully. Teach me discipline when I want comfort. Give me consistency when I feel tired. Correct me when I get distracted. Strengthen me when I start doubting. Because I want the life we talked about.
And I know it does not come from motivation. It comes from obedience, discipline, and showing up daily. So God, keep pushing me.
All right, so now let's take a look at the video that I made replicating that exact video, but also making it a bit better.
Lately, my prayer has been simple but real. God, push me, not gently but purposefully. Teach me discipline when I want comfort. Give me consistency when I feel tired. Correct me when I get distracted. Strengthen me when I start doubting, because I want the life we talked about. And I know it does not come from motivation. It comes from obedience, discipline, and showing up daily. So God, keep pushing me.
So yeah, same exact script. The framework that I used, if you guys want the exact full prompt, I couldn't fit it in an entire screenshot here. This is just a small fraction of it. Just join the free Discord down below in the description to get access to this inside of the free course. But I'm gonna have it entirely in the framework from the YouTube video section PDF inside of the free course in the free Discord down below. But yeah, that exact master prompt that you'll find in there, I gave to Claude, and then I used that to get my GPT Image 2 image, and then I turned that image into a Kling 3.0 video using the prompt framework, because this prompt gave me a Kling 3.0 prompt and a GPT Image 2 prompt. So I turned that image that I made into a Kling 3.0 video and then just extracted the audio and changed the voice with 11 Labs. So yeah, apply all the information and absorb all the information that was given to you in this video. When it comes to the examples, what to actually sell, the iOS apps, the ebooks, the courses, the brand deals, how to convert better, targeting your ICP extremely specifically. But yeah, don't just sit on this information. It's only gonna continue to get more and more outdated as the space advances. Implement this as fast as you possibly can, especially if your goal is to make money with AI avatar content. So yeah, without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I hope to talk soon.